Hello everyone, happy Sunday, happy Memorial Day weekend. Oh, my love goes out to those who have served and those who have lost loved ones. Oh, and my gratitude, of course. So with this video, I'm piggybacking off of Trevor, shout out to Trevor over at Scrying Out Loud. He did a reading, I guess, on some dude that, well, you know what? I can't even say what he actually read on except for the title. I purposely didn't watch because I didn't want to be influenced. But I watched enough to get to the point where he said, see the video that he linked below, his video. So I'll let you look at that if you guys haven't already. Just go to his channel, listen to his reading, because he used the tarot. I'm going to use the maybe Lenormand, which is a combo of the Gypsy and the Lennies. And I have a few questions that I'm putting into the cards as I'm shuffling right now, which is, what was on the printed photos that were presented to Trump? He was basically standing there with MBS and a dude named Jerry Enzerio, who I guess is the CEO of Gate Development Authority. And the dude is apparently like trying to reinvent the layout, the way a skyscraper is built by putting it like further down into the ground or something. I don't know, but that's what, you know, that's what's reported on the news. But I want to figure out, see what I can get with these cards. What was on the photos? Okay. And why did he give the photos to Trump? Trump took one, folded it up. They were already folded. It was like on folded, you know, printer paper, 8.5 by 11. Trump took a copy, and the other guy kept the others. So, and it looked like on the photo that one was Trump on the left-hand side when he was younger. So, but anyway, why did he give him a copy of the photos? He really wouldn't need to do that unless it's something to do with the skyscraper itself. I don't know. But what did he want from Trump? Why did he give him the photos? What was on the photos? Why did he give him the photos? What does he want from Trump? That's my question. Those are my questions. Right there. Okay. So, the emblem, award, reward card has to do with being recognized. Okay, recognized for what? Something in the past, maybe? Let me just get the cards laid out. Oh, well, now here is like the offer of a Trump Tower right here. If you're new to the Lenormand, the little tower card is very different than the tower in the tarot. So this would be a short-term offer. There's a conflict. Let's see. All right. There's the child card. That's a little challenging. It also could be about something new. Okay. So I might layer around some more, but for now, or I might reshuffle and ask the question from a different way, but let's see what we get here. So when it comes to, you know, this card at the heart of the reading, you know, like right at the center, this is somebody being honored. This is somebody who's, this guy sees as successful, and he's recognizing him, but he's also trying to initiate himself into like a club. This is our card for belonging to a club, and being rewarded here and there. It's also my card for clans. And of course, MBS is a big old clan, right? I mean, or his family, the royal family. So there's that. When it comes to getting in this club, the dude is looking to, so what's his name, Jerry Inzerillo? No, yeah, it's Inzerillo. Is looking to improve his condition. And he thinks Trump is someone who's very important. He's working it. He's working Trump, you know. I mean, I don't have the 45 or the man card here, but we know Trump is a predator. If we were to look at it from the realm of, was it a photograph of Trump taking or having his photo taken with a younger gal? Because we know, like for years and years. Well, here, hold on. If I get my microphone cord to come with me. Anybody that doesn't know Trump's background, Greg Olear wrote Dirty Rubles. Craig Unger wrote House of Trump, House of Putin. These books are awesome. They're filled with photos and proof of Trump and him. I mean, you know, it's just, yeah. And American Compromise is probably the best one. It was, I think, the first one that he wrote. So this is Trump's background, right? He's someone who he's had ties to Putin through his own family. We have to just remember, like, harken back to history. The Genovese family was, you know, the Italian mafia was all over Trump corporate with his dad, you know, the Trump Towers, all of it. Trump made it worse so basically the Russian mob came in and pushed out the Italian mob, and, you know, through Brighton Beach, and then that's when Trump got involved. And he's always wanted a Trump Tower. He used to go over in Russia, and he used to go all the time he had his beauty pageants, you know, with all these young girls, where he used to just go into the back room, you know, where they're changing, and go into their changing rooms and just barge in anytime he wanted. So he has a history of being a predator and looking to get his tower, looking to get his institution of, you know, his brand all over the world. That's why, I mean, it's actually called Trump International Organization, and he does have resorts all over the world. Lots of money laundering operations. This card has a meaning of multiple meanings. Sometimes it's a sting operation. Sometimes the meaning is short term. Other times this is my Putin card, because on a body level, this is somebody who's short and round-faced. So, and they're both predators. So this guy could have some connections to Putin. Maybe, I don't know. That Jerry Inzerillo, he also is supposed to be known as being an actor in some group called, like, well, I don't know, something Image, IMG Image or something. And so I'm feeling like there's this connection to Trump with his way back when he had The Apprentice. But there's also this mafioso connection, I'm feeling like, that's really important. The guy was going towards Trump because he wanted success. The guy wasn't he's been having a conflicting issues with getting in, getting the key, getting in to getting a solution and to get commitment that would bring success to him. And he's going for Trump because of his reputation. This is just on one level, okay? He's looking for a new way to get in. He was literally working Trump. He was playing like a little bit of the predator, in trying to improve his situation, because his dreams, for some reason or another, have been shattered in the past. He hasn't been able to get all the backing that he wants. That's interesting. Okay, I'm going to reshuffle and ask from a different way. Let's see. These mixed up really well. Now I want to know what was on the photos. I think this one gave us the answer of what the guy wanted. But what were on those photos that he gave to Trump? Because the letter card didn't come through, so I wasn't getting the answer to that question. So why? Well, please, what was, we know why, but what were on the photos? Unless it was just the photos of Trump in front of one of his Trump towers or something. Well, let's see. What were on all of those photos? Not just the one that Trump took. Only the truth. What were on the photos? Okay. Well, the something attractive, something from overseas, maybe something that happened overseas, right? Something Trump is guilty of when he was out in the public photos. Let's see. What were on the photos? Again with the little tower, mice. What were on the photos? Okay, so I don't have the child here. I don't have the child card. You know, and sometimes the anchor, it doesn't have to be about guilt. It can be about, well, it's definitely a person's karma and their cross to bear. That's for darn sure. Okay. I mean, it does look quite a bit like there was, overseas in a hotel. This could be Russia in a hotel. I mean, the rose here is about attraction. So it would have to have been what Trump was attracted to when he was traveling in the public domain, just out in the public, at a hotel in Russia. We absolutely know, I mean, it doesn't take a psychic of any level to know that all the hotels in Russia are installed with cameras and audio equipment, and they're bugged up the wazoo anywhere in Russia. And they only have government sanctioned or government built. You guys correct me if I'm wrong, but I thought that the only, buildings like this in the public, that the public could go stay at, big hotels in Russia are built by the Russian government. So Putin owned, right? We have Putin's card down here. Putin's guilty of capturing something. This could even have to do with a crime ring, because we have theft here. We have getting details here when someone thought they were safe, in a safe space. Always taking the risk, Let's see. Putin has it, whatever it is. Putin's ties to this guy himself, what's his name, Jerry Enzerillo, I'm sorry, it's Italian, not Spanish, could have ties to Putin. But definitely, we're talking foreign ties to, of course, he was tied to MBS. He was there. You can look the guy up on YouTube. I watched a video where I got that information about the dude trying to reinvent the skyscraper. But what were on the photos? In a safe space that's warm, where Trump thought he was protected, but he was not. He was actually, well, let me keep going. Because this whole, these two cards mirroring each other is like Putin getting what he wanted, getting the gift, and tying Trump up. This is like part of the way that Trump got, was compromised. Okay, so secret enemies within all branches of government institutions. So overseas, over there. All right, now we have the child card and the key. The cat is independent and kind of selfish, and then we have the clouds. Okay. So now this changes things a little bit. So secret, hidden enemies of a crime ring nature, foreign crime ring nature, that does involve younger people who are probably trying to become more independent, and they were risking things, not knowing. We're talking like the innocence of a child, and then bringing the four corners together, the hidden, I would think, cameras. Let's go a little further. Okay, there's again the club, the greed, the shattered reality of children. Let me bring these in a little. Okay. There's Trump. Yeah, is it Trump or is it the man? I didn't set an intention for if the man card came through. Well, Trump is a greedy man. Whatever was on the photos shattered his. No matter what man this is, we're talking shattered reality over here, and shocking over here. It's either Trump was shocked or the man shocked Trump. Either way, it's the same. Shocking to Trump's health. Okay. Yeah. It might have been that it has happened during winter time, in a hotel in Russia or somewhere else. Now, of course, the Russians are not the only ones that bug their hotels and have cameras everywhere. This could also have been when Trump went to visit, because he's been over there a lot of times. And it could even be, like from the UAE, in Qatar, sharing information. That's the thing. So, but what were on the photos had to do with, well, unless it was trying to build a hotel. Let's see. But there are all these ties. Let's see. Well, okay, the guy, but this is also a card of a goal. I mean, we know there are photos out there already of Trump with younger women, with Jeffrey Epstein, with Melania and, Ghislaine and Epps. And we know that Trump has always been a predator. But what was actually on the photos was it's kind of like Trump gets his reward for being seen. And there was something secret. It's coming full circle. It does involve a crime ring, the stealing children, crime ring. And it shattered Trump's reality. It also shatters, these children who've been taken. And this would have to do with, besides pictures, audio. Now, again, I don't have the letter card here to say like the actual, like the picture itself, but the whole reading is about what were in the photos. But this has to do with, the birds has to do with audio recordings as well. So that's interesting. But it was something that shattered Trump's reality. So again, it's like, he's obliged to do something like he was in the past with, remember that TASS? Let me see if I can reach it. Hold on. I know I have it right here. Yeah. This, right after the election. TASS. Nikolai Patrushev. So TASS is a Russian news agency. This guy was a Russian president, so Putin's aide. The election campaign is over. To achieve success in the election, Donald Trump relied on certain forces to which he has corresponding obligations. As a responsible person, he will be obliged to fulfill them. Okay, just keep that in mind forever. Because the other reading had to do with, the first spread had to do with being awarded something, and now, of course, in mob land, it's like, I did you a favor, now you owe me, kind of a thing. That's the way it always is. Now, the cat card here too, if I go with just the artwork, we're talking entanglements. So entanglements of a crime ring that involve children. There are audio recordings that could shatter Trump's reality. Children being stolen, moved. Transnational money laundering crime ring that involves human trafficking. He's been involved in that forever. So I do feel like the guy did hand over a photograph with something that Trump really didn't want, Why he even took a copy of it is ridiculous, because it's like, if they've got it, you don't need to have it on you. Especially when it was printed out. I mean, it's definitely a digital copy, right? Wow. Let's see if let's see if this will ever, let's look at Trump's future about this. Will this come out? So now this time, if the man card comes through, it's, of course, him. Make sure these aren't upside down. There we go. Okay, will this come out? Will this come out? I'm having a feeling that the guy, what's his name, Jerry Enzerillo. Who's call him Enzo or something? I don't know. It's actually Inzerillo, Inzerillo. He wouldn't have needed, much to get through, because if he's posing as somebody who's going to invest, or wants to get Trump to invest, or he's going to invest with Trump, or maybe the two of them would have a partnership, But this deck has like hands that come together. There's all kinds of other cards that could have come through that did not. So that tells me he got in like under a guise of something else, but that's not what he really wanted to do. I think there was some blackmail going on. So why else did we have the mice? So will this actually come out in a bigger way? Okay. Ooh, there's the public domain. Here's the predatory nature of Trump. Oh, here's an agreement with someone. And the sun shines brightly. Wow. The stars reveal the internet connections. The eye, oh, damn, this is going to come out. The secrets about children and the Klan, the transnational money laundering crime syndicate, to quote Sarah Kendzior, revealed. Okay. Friends and loyal friends to the predators. There's Trump. He's the one that's going to be seen, the light shining on him. It's a huge battle for him. It will be shocking. He's been shocking. Here's the betrayal. Whoa. And now, when it comes to the train card, this is our card for like commerce and things that go, being out in the public, things that are put out. But it is a person that's hard to catch. Okay, there's money involved. Heart attack, stroke. Money paid for audio recordings. Him trying to get away, escape. Lots of money being paid. Escaping to a warmer country. I've always gotten it's like the UAE or Dubai. He's Saudi Arabia is to. He wants a hotel on the water. He's dumb enough to think he can get one in Gaza as well. So okay. Anyway, just to break it down as fast as I can go. The public will see it. This is social media. The fact that he's a predator, and there are people that helped him, but there are people that'll help get it out, get the light shining on it. It'll be online, social media, like I said. He will be seen. It will be him seeing, him looking for children, him being seen with children. Wow. Maybe there's some Jeffrey Epstein files that come through also at the same time. I'm not saying his MAGA cult will change their minds about it at all, but this is him and what he cares about and what he's been successful for in the past, what he's done as a predator, and he's had help, and this is part again of that, you know, worldwide money laundering, you know, like that whole thing is there. There's a lot of it. He is going to betray someone that has paid to support him in the past. And yeah, talk about throwing somebody under the bus. He'll throw everybody under the bus just to save his own ass. I mean, we all know that. You don't need me to tell you. But yeah, I mean, here he is. He's up on top, so he does have a little more power for now, but he's going to be honored, if you want to call it that. Honored as the predator. Wow. And then here we are with the trafficking, and him just trying to get away, escape. He's shocked, and he does his best to escape. Changes to a plane. You know, he's going to take a train there. It's going to be a plane to a foreign country where it's warmer. It's warmer, and he thinks he's safe. Yeah. And maybe that's where his dirt nap winds up. Okay. I mean, I'm not thinking that they have the best, I mean, for him, it's just he would have to pay for everything. But remember what happens with countries over there like that. They extort to get what they want. They take everything. So, okay. Especially with these four corners. Has to pay. And yeah. Okay, I'm done. Take good care, you guys. Bye.